For decades we have seen circles in different parts of the world with no apparent explanation. Crops that dawn from one day to the next with circular images that for everyone have no explanation. This painting dates back to 1678, more than 300 years ago, and shows the first images of the alleged circles appearing in food fields. So the circles are not new, only nowadays the circles are being shown by animals all over the world. But how can it be possible that animals walk in circles for more than 3 weeks without feeding, drinking water or resting? Undoubtedly we are facing an unexplainable phenomenon for science. In a humble village in China, a sheep breeder begins to see a strange behavior in his animals. That is why he begins to record and evidence what is happening on his property. Currently these sheep have been walking in circles for more than 4 weeks without stopping for a single moment. This is something that has many people worried. Animals all over the world doing the exact same thing, turning in circles for days and even weeks, with no apparent cause or logic. Drastic changes in behavior and shocking images that could leave many of us worried. Did you know that one of the mysterious facts of this situation is that while the animals walk in circles, there are other animals which are in the center without eating, drinking water or moving for days and absolutely nothing happens to them? Many say it could be signs or warnings of some kind. Others say it could even be a ritual of some cult or sect. What is going on? What is the mystery behind all these curious cases? What would you think if I told you that everything you have seen in the videos could be false and that all the information that comes out in social networks could be playing with your mind? That's why I want to talk to you about the truth revealed about animals walking in a circle. But first, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you like interesting topics and entertainment news. Turn on the notifications bell so that when we release a video you'll be among the first to see our content. First we will talk about how all this information that later went viral in all social networks around the world started. It all started with a video uploaded by a farmer from a rural town in China. This person began to notice a super strange behavior in his animals. Especially a strange and senseless behavior with his sheep. The owner of these animals said that he began to see strange behavior and then decided to put a security camera to record the behavior. The most surprising thing is that the next day when he saw the videos he was shocked by the behavior of his flock. He then left the camera on for the next few days and was shocked but incredibly worried. What was going on? What on earth had happened to make these animals walk in a circle for so long? The curious thing is that this person noticed that several animals were in the middle of the circle without drinking water and without moving for days. It seemed that they were in a trance which did not allow them to get out of there. The curious thing is that they took one of the sheep out of the place and took it to another place far away from the other sheep, and that sheep remained completely static and without moving to one side or the other. Then, like something out of a horror movie, the sheep began to walk clockwise as it had been doing with the other sheep for days. This disturbed people and they began to spread the news throughout the small province of China. Another disturbing case was the case of some horses in Costa Rica, which were also circling non-stop. The owner removed one of his horses and placed it in another secluded and padlocked place so that it would not get out of its cage. The next day the horse was in the circle with the other horses and no one ever knew how he did this. He simply disappeared from his place and appeared with the rest of the horses walking in circles, something very strange. After all this went viral and the videos went out to the whole world, videos from different parts of the world started to come out where they talked about similar behaviors in other breeds of animals. In several videos on YouTube and other social networks we can observe animals such as horses, dogs, fish and even whales, having this strange behavior. Many began to talk about their theories to explain all this. Some spoke of a syndrome that can be given to animals by the stress of being locked up. But if we look at these animals, they are not locked up and the whales are in the open ocean, so this theory does not make much sense. Other theories talk about the animals supposedly knowing that something will happen, and that they are simply trying to tell us humans something. Others talk about the Earth's magnetism changing, and that this is the reason why these animals are walking in a circle for weeks. Other people say that this could be a clear sign of the end of time, and that the animals are actually simulating a clock, and that time is running out for humans on Earth. A particularity of these behaviors is that the animals always walk at the same angle as the hands of the clock, and none of the videos show them walking in another way, so 100% of all videos we see them walking in the form of a clock. Undoubtedly when we see videos of these animals walking in a circle for days and even weeks without stopping, We are amazed and many are even afraid, since it is something totally unknown that we are only now learning to see. Some might think it is something completely normal, but many are already drawing their own conclusions. Mysteries of nature, extraterrestrial secrets, or some government experiment. The truth is that this has got everyone's nerves on edge again, and many are even thinking that these could be very dangerous signs. But what if I told you that this behavior has always existed, and that many of the videos that are being shared on social networks are mostly montages? Well, I'm sorry to tell you that they are. You have probably seen some of these videos and have been scared. You have probably even shared them with family and friends, thinking that something strange was happening on our planet. When we begin to study the subject, we realize that the vast majority of these videos have been posted on social networks for more than a decade, but it is not until now that they have gone viral. Let's talk about the video that started all this fuss and look further into the history. In the video we can see that it supposedly has a date which refers to this year 2022. But in reality, the video was posted on social networks more than 10 years ago. Its real date is the year 2012, so the origin of these animals in circles and the video that started it all is false. We can still see this group of reindeer in Russia a few years ago doing exactly the same thing, walking in circles for days without any explanation. In the particular case of this video, it is a protective behavior. In many occasions, animals do this to scare away predators bigger than them. Veterinarians from all over the world have been saying that this is normal behavior among animal species, and that it is often caused by a bacterium that lodges in the animal's brain, causing confusion and causing it to walk in circles. Many are not happy with this explanation, as they do not trust this simple explanation and say that there is something deeper. The reality is that circles in images and now in video have been part of us for a long time. But which theory is closer to the truth? What do you think about all this? Leave your comment in the comment box so we can read it. If you like this video, subscribe and follow me for more videos like this.